It's beautiful, beautiful cinema.
The Bourne Ultimatum is the third movie of the Bourne franchise, and this one is also directed by Paul Greengrass, starring Matt Damon, Julia Stiles, Joan Allen, and David Strathairn. This movie starts off from where the second movie ends, and this time Jason Bourne is done with all the bullshit and just wants to put an end to everything by finding out where it all started.
Someone started all of this, and I'm gonna find them.
Pamela Landy has the same goal as Bourne, while Noah Vosen, played by David Strathairn, does whatever it takes to stop them from reaching their goal. That plotline is similar to a plotline in the second movie, but here we are in the endgame. This movie has no room for scenes where the characters relax. It's nonstop back-to-back fast-paced action, and it keeps you hooked, and it just keeps going with no slow portions. Paul Greengrass is the director of this movie too, and I mentioned in my previous video that I really didn't like the way he overused shaky cam in the second movie. It was frustrating to watch, but in this one, he improved a hell of a lot. He still uses shaky cam, but this time you feel the intensity of what's happening and you can see the action. It's edited in a very fast-paced way that only adds more to the intensity of the events. Matt Damon once again kills it as Jason Bourne. I think this movie has his best performance as this character. You really see him grow as an actor here throughout this franchise. There are scenes in this movie that makes Noah Vosen and his team terrified of this character. It's like they've somehow managed to make a perfect killing machine, and even they don't know how to stop him. And it's just so cool how he reaches his targets. They just never know when he's close, and he just vanishes in an instant after getting shit done. He's like Desmond Miles from Assassin's Creed after mastering his ancestors' abilities. It's just so cool, man. I wish I had that kind of skills.
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
This movie has a returning character that helps Bourne, and you get the hint that they had a past relationship. It doesn't feel forced somehow, and it makes sense when you look back at the previous movies and see that this character actually helped him and understands him than anyone else. It's kind of heartbreaking in a way. This movie also gives us the best Bourne versus assassin sequence from the franchise. Shit's about to get real, baby. If you watch the previous movies, you'll know that there are similar Bourne versus assassin plotlines, but the rivalry between these two characters felt more real because this whole sequence is so intense. And of course, we get a good car chase scene, which is again shot way better than the final chase sequence of the second movie. The truth about this assassin program might not be as big of a reveal as you expect, and that could be disappointing to some viewers. But you gotta remember that everything about this franchise is grounded, so of course, this reveal is grounded too. And I really liked the ending of this movie. It's a perfect conclusion to this trilogy. But of course, this is Hollywood, and this movie made a ton of money, so we did get more sequels that aren't nearly as good as the original trilogy. I enjoyed this movie, and I really don't have much negatives about it. You might notice that the whole Pamela Landy versus Noah Vosen plotline was similar to a plotline in the second movie where it's Landy versus Brian Cox's character. It might feel like you are watching the same thing, but it makes sense because it's another higher official who is trying to hide all secrets, and the filmmakers found a way to make it even more interesting. The John Wick movies follow a similar style in their plotlines if you think about it. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's my personal favorite from the three if I had to pick one, and I highly recommend this trilogy. It's definitely worth watching. The other two movies that came after this, I personally don't like them, but I'll bring you guys a review of them in future. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you've seen. It means a lot to me. And let me know what movies you want me to review. See ya.